and demonology and my life as a professional witch who lives in New Orleans. If that sounds good to you, be sure to hit like and subscribe. Today we're talking about your magic spells, your relationship with the spirits, the demons that you either work with or are interested in working with. And today what I'm going to talk about is how to do spells, spirits that actually work. So if you're conjuring a demon and asking for them to help you with something, how can you do spells that are going to be successful? And this is coming from over 17 years of experience working with spirit evocation and helping teach other people these arts. So I'm happy to help you with this information so you can get a better footing on what it is that you are trying to do and to help you have an easier time in learning the arts of magic. One of the most important things is thinking about, are you living a life where what you're asking for is actually possible? We can actually start the search of how to manifest what we want in what is in our reality around us. So the spirits will make things happen through ordinary reality as well as the paranormal. However, the way that magic really manifests the best and the easiest is through the means in the world around us where it's actually possible. So examples of this are the spirits influencing people, making people do things, giving opportunities that come into your life, helping you to see things that you wouldn't normally see, seeing signs and omens, having dreams about things that give you information, having intuitions about stuff that guides you to answers that make sense and bring truth into your life, and also having opportunities in the world around you. So for example, if you want money to come and manifest to you, it's got to have some way of actually coming. The chance of it just happening at random are much harder because you are supposed to realize, like, what are you working with? What do the spirits have to work with? And if you're giving them more to work with, they can make it easier to have things happen. So for example, if you are trying to manifest money, it's better to have different ways that that can actually come into your life. Maybe you might find it looking in your pockets. Maybe you might go to a store and it gets scanned at an amount that's lower. I've had all of those things happen with demonic magic, but I've also had better things happen that are more sustainable, like having opportunities come into my life that help me in my overall path. And so that's what's really important to think about. Is your life set up in a way where if you were to get what you actually asked for, could it actually even happen? Are you in a situation where your living situation is even set up for you to have the things that you really want to have happen to be able to manifest? And if not, then if you want to help the spirit to make those things happen, work on setting everything up so you actually can live the life where these things are possible to manifest. And if that's too hard, then this is a great step to also work into your magic. So you could ask another spirit to help you with how to get things in order to have that next thing occur so you don't overburden one spirit, for example. Thinking of things in steps, like if your situation in your life is not set up to have your dreams come true and manifest, then it's going to be way harder for those opportunities to be able to come to you because the spirits don't have a way to bring it to you. The same way, if you are looking for love to come into your life, it's much harder for that to happen if you're just sitting in your house and not even going online or trying to find anybody. But if you open yourself up to those opportunities, you open yourself up to the spirits being able to come through those openings to make things possible and to manifest. So that's super, super important to think about. Another thing is to think about, what was your focus when you were doing your spell or your ritual? Even if you didn't see the spirit, there's a lot of people that get concerned, like thinking, oh, I need to have seen the spirit to know if my spell worked or not. Seeing the spirit and having a spell that worked and was successful are two totally different things. One is very much different than the other, and You don't need to worry about actually seeing a spirit manifest to have spells work and occur, because your ability to see spirits and demons and, you know, all those wonderful things is a skill that develops over time. And it also takes a lot of dedication and discipline to practice training yourself to activate your psychic vision. And it's an enjoyable thing to learn about. So I definitely would encourage anyone who wants to do that to pursue it, but you don't need to worry about seeing the spirit versus not seeing the spirit to have a spell that works, because it's possible that you are just not able to comprehend that the spirit's there. And that's also because all these entities are so very different and alien, so it can be quite hard to really even know in a lot of cases. But you know by your results, and did it happen and did it not happen? And the other aspect that's important is the factor of time. So people are way too impatient when it comes to wanting a spell to manifest. Like, y'all are talking about working with the forces of the universe to literally change your reality. You've got to be more patient. What I always suggest to people is don't put time limits on things, because if you do, you're honestly like setting yourself up for trouble, because you might be forcing something to happen for its time. And the spirits know better than us. They want things to manifest things to us in the perfect way at the perfect time. And that's what I always say. I trust in the spirits that I work with, that however long it may be, and that can be years, because hey, like, I would wait years to have my dreams come true and to be happy and for things to be awesome. Like, it certainly has been worth it for me to wait and to be patient with the spirits, because they're literally shifting and changing reality for me. And the things that I have experienced over these many years have been all amazing and worthwhile. And of course, it's not only going to bring in good things, but it's going to bring in the good and the bad to help your life shift and to help you understand and make choices to make your life what you want it to be, by bringing in different factors and giving you strength and helping you to overcome obstacles, all that jazz. So you have to really think about not putting pressure on your spirits to make things happen at a certain period of time. Now, of course, there are things that are time sensitive, but this is not what I'm talking about. Like, obviously a time sensitive situation, that's handled in a different way. But I'm talking about like just deciding one day that you want to have your dream come true of something that you've always wanted, or to change your whole life around, or something that's not like urgent. I could talk about urgent things in another video, but I'm talking about general magic, especially with demonic magic, where it's better to not do these kind of things in an emergency, because then your focus is not going to be as good. And also you could have all kinds of other factors that intervene. So it's better to do things where you can give it as much time as it possibly needs and just let it go, and don't even worry about it. Know as a witch that your spell is going to take as much time as it needs. The spirit needs time to shift things, to make one thing affect another thing, to make one situation affect another situation, and the dominoes fall, and then eventually over time, what you have wanted can occur. And of course, that's also meaning that it would need to be something logical and possible that can happen in this reality, of course, because we're talking about real magic and not fantasy magic. But the real magic is definitely stranger than anything that I've ever encountered in the fantastical, and that's for sure. That being said, the other thing that's really important is for you to have some kind of system that's tried and true, that you know works for summoning spirits, so you know that you're contacting the spirit that you are intending to contact, and a way to communicate with them that's in a structure where your power is built up. You are in a position where you're able to communicate to that spirit clearly what it is you're asking for, and to have a relationship that you are developing with them, because like I've mentioned before, they're not obligated to do things for you. So you want to develop that over time. And so what can be really helpful is looking at grimoires that have survived through time, like old grimoires. So ones like the Lemegeton, the Lesser Key of Solomon, books where they have survived from collectors, royalty, the wealthy, because they have formulas in them that work, and it's been enshrouded. So you can learn from these things where you understand how spirit evocation is done and then do it in a way that makes sense to you while also following the formulas that actually work. And if you do need more help with that, there's plenty of videos on this channel about demonic evocation for you to check out. And if you would like step-by-step instructions from me on how to summon demons, then you're probably a good candidate for the video course that's up on my website. That's linked in the description of this video. So that's there for you to check out if you would like more help from me. And I hope that gives you some more insights and some success in working with spirits. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to all of my patrons. Please check out all my links below, as well as make sure to check out my new music video for Succubus Waifu on this channel. All the ways to contact me are below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!